right. Looking good. Welcome, everyone. Ewok Templar. Diablo 4. How y'all doing today? Let's get into it. Today is a very simple day. It's Monday. The day after V-Day. And we are already ready to level up. Because I was right. 50 million with Decima is quite easily possible. So, the goal of last time, from it changing from 415 million to 422 million. I mean, it's not that bad. Not when you can do 50 million XP an hour, you know? You do 4 hours of Decima here, then 1 hour with Standard, 1 hour with Alicia, just to change it up so you don't get bored. I mean, that's about almost 300 million right there. 300 million XP. Now, we're still in the festival, the Lunar Harvest Festival, so we're getting a little bit of XP bonuses from the shrines, about 100% bonus for like a minute, which that's not long and you don't have it all the time, but 100% is 100%. On expert difficulty, we have 125% XP bonus, so that jumps it up to 225 for a little while, which it's still not a lot. I mean, most of the mobs on expert that we're fighting, like regular mobs, vary from about somewhere to between 1,000 to 2,000 XP. So that jumps up to 2,000, 4,000 XP. So in the grand scheme of things, 1 minute of 100%, it's not a lot, but it's enough to give you a bit of an edge. We're gonna do something different today, though. This time I've given Standard all the keys. I've just been running her with, you know how I run her. Usually when I run her, I just do a Forgotten Wisdom, then I do my usual run is, because I think it's the fastest, is to jump here, do these three in the barracks, that big area, and then I jump over here, actually, Bristig, and I run these three, then I jump over here, and then I run these 5, and then I usually jump back here, and maybe I have time to do Surratt's Lair right before the hour's over. That's what I usually do. But today we're going to run keys. Now let's take a look. 408.5 million. So that gives us about, I'm going to just do the solid number here. 6 minus 20. So we're only 14 million, 13.5 million away from leveling up. I'll try to remember that, 13.5 million. Because what I'm going to do right now is try to beat my record. My record being 37 million with Standard Shame, which should be easy. Because now I'm actually going to have her run the Nightmare Keys. And we're going to try to do this as fast as possible. Lucky for us, I don't have any Heraldic Strongholds, which I'm still very disappointed in, by the way. Super disappointed that I found out that they give you like a fraction of the XP for all the kills you get inside of them. But so now I might avoid them from now on. We get a Nightmare Dungeon that has a Heraldic Stronghold, I might just walk past it from now on, now that I know that it's just slowing me down from getting XP. It's actually slowing down my runs. Sorry, stick drift. Anywho, come on, let's get into it. Oh, by the way, I won't blame you if you mute this or just leave altogether, because this is for a select few, okay? The few, the proud, the strong. Only the hard, only the strong, because you're gonna be hearing this sound a lot, and sometimes it's gonna sound like this, and you just have to get used to it. You have to learn to love it. I have learned to love it because I play Flurry Rogue. But if you don't like that sound, oh my god, it's dubstep from hell. Let's get it started. Very weird thing happened to me the past couple of days while we get started. So my dad has these bananas, right? He bought these bananas. Okay? And there was a sticky film of glue on them. So it somehow led him down this tiny adventure where he had to wash his hand, the glue off of his hands. But then he discovered that this banana he had peeled open, even though it wasn't ripe yet, it was still green, had ripened and bruised super quickly. So he started talking to me about it a couple of days ago. He's telling me the story because now he thinks that the bananas he got were mislabeled. They're actually plantains. And these things are huge though. They're bigger than the average banana we usually get. And I was like, aren't plantains usually smaller than bananas? But he's like, yeah, but plantains like taste like banana but don't have the sweetness. And you can prepare them a different way. And I was like, he was talking about like how green they were when they first got here. And he kept the banana he broke open that ripened so that he could show it to people. And he showed it to me 3 times, and then this is the longest. And I bring this up just because this was strange. It was so strange because this is the longest conversation, although it is the only conversation I ever had of discussing whether or not these bananas were not bananas, but were in fact the largest plantains in the entire world. So it got me to thinking. I was like, if these were plantains, why and how did they get so big that they got mislabeled as bananas? And also, what are plantains? Questions started to come up. I was like, are plantains just a different species of banana? Is it perfectly possible to mix plantains and bananas together and get a separate entity? Like a banana plantain hybrid? What would you call it? First, I thought about banana with a P, but I felt that was too on the nose. I ended up liking Blanteen more. But the thing about Blanteen is, now it sounds like a Magic the Gathering card, or a deck type. It sounds like a Bant deck that has a banana theme. This is my green, white, blue banana deck. It only has banana monsters and banana spells in it. It's my Blanteen deck. Which, it begs the question. Why? What are they? Where do they come from? How do we stop them? Because I'm concerned now. If we have plantains bigger than bananas before Grand Theft Auto 6, I'm not sure where to go from there. I'm not sure where to go from there. Also, you think you would want to get the consistency of the plantain combined with the sweetness of the banana, and not the other way around. You wouldn't want the sweetness of the plantain with the consistency of the banana, because now you just have a giant, very mild plantain. This made me realize something else. I've never had a plantain. I've always seen them. They exist. They were smaller than bananas. They had a purpose. But I didn't know what to do with them, so I didn't buy them. And now I'm just concerned, to be honest with you. I'm concerned that have I been missing a portion of life? Have I been living life to the fullest? Even though I'm over here getting closer to 40, and I've never experienced plantain before. And now I'm more concerned because today's like day 5. I mean, he bought these bananas probably like a week ago. And it's been like 4 or 3 days since we had this long banana conversation. The whole banana plantain debacle of 2026. And they're still kind of green. And I tried to tell him that when he bought them, they were actually looked like bananas because like they look like very ripe, like not ripe, sorry, right off the vine. You know what I mean? Like right off the tree, because they were like bright green, like a tree, like leaf green. But now they're just sort of lime green. And the only information I have to go on is that when they ripen, they look different, right? Bananas get these cute little freckles all over them, like they're becoming little ginger people, but banana shaped and flavored. But plantains get like dark first around the seams, like their edges, if I remember correctly. So now I'm just waiting, because I don't want to pop open one of those green. I don't want to pop open a giant green plantain when I want a banana. That's gonna be something I'm against. I'm against surprise giant plantains as of now. You know, it really helps me connect. Like this whole debacle, this entire situation has really helped me reconnect with my stance politically. Many of you know that I'm an AI monarchist, but I'm also a moderate extremist. If there's no gray area in the middle, I'm against it. Like if we can't agree to disagree, then I disagree with everything. That's my stance. You know what I mean? If you're too left or too right, if you're too extreme, either way, I'm against it. But at the same time, I have some optimism, realism inside of me. So if you're too in the middle area, like if you're the perfect moderate, I know that there's no such thing as perfect, and I'm also against that. Because now you're an extremist moderate like I am, and I'm against that.
Agony is the divine.
I realize it can be a little confusing sounding, but it makes sense on paper. But honestly, once you see if these are giant plantains, then you'll probably agree with me. You'll probably feel the same way I do about everything. You too might become an extremist moderate.
Be now of the blood and fire. As humanity bleeds away, let hell.
Because if these are plantains, why are they bigger than bananas? Who needed that much plantain that fast? No one, that's who. Not even Peruvian extremist moderates would need this much plantain this fast. Or in this amounts. These amounts are just ridiculous. These are ridiculous amounts of plantain. And I'm against it. I'm against it. I'd rather have large amounts of banana than large amounts of plantain. Call me crazy. But sometimes as a man, you gotta take a stance. You gotta pick a side. I'm a moderate extremist AI monarchist, and I'm not sure we need this many plantain-based things. You know what? Call me wild, call me crazy. On the plus side, look at all this vulnerability damage we're stacking. You can hold it down if you want. Then you get a real party to get started. You just, yeah. I mean, y'all, let me know what y'all think. Tell me, plantains, A or nay? Would you? I wouldn't. But now it's caused a problem, because like the past couple of days, I wake up, and in the morning, I go up to these bananas, and even sometimes at night, and I pick them up, and I try to smell them to see if they smell like bananas. and they're still green. And there's no strong banana smell. Which means if they are bananas, they have not started to ripen. But if they are plantains, then I'm completely in the dark, and I have no idea what's going on inside of them. And that level of mystery, it's Schrodinger's banana now, at this point. It's in a superposition of being a ripened plantain and an unripened banana at the same time. And that's not the kind of science I was prepared to do when it comes to breakfast. It's really agitating my modern extremism. Because there's gray areas, then there's gray areas that are too gray, and this is one of them. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Just hit me with it. Plantains, the A and A. I could go either way. I'm on the fence, to be honest with you. I don't care, but at the same time, I want to care. If that makes sense. Last night was a weird night as well. Right around 9 o'clock is the last time. No, that's not true, because this morning I checked. Yesterday at 9 o'clock was the last time I checked on these bananas to see if a banana smell was coming from them. You know what, since we can't decide if they're bananas or plantains, we'll just call them... Plantains. Superposition plantains. So last night about 9 o'clock at night, I check on these superposition plantains. Nothing. No smell, no change. In fact, I can't even find any glue on them. I think my dad cleaned off all of the glue that he found, because I couldn't find them. I looked at the, strangely enough, he still kept the half a banana that he had broken off and that ripened to the side. He still kept it there. I checked on it again. It looked the same. Still can't decide, but this morning, same thing. I pick up these bananas. No glue residue. No banana smell. Still lime green. It's been 5 days. Okay. What am I supposed to do with these things? And I don't like how they're changing me. I don't like how they're changing my routine, how I feel about bananas and plantains. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I feel delicate, emotional, tenderness in my breast. Like it's all happening all at once. On the plus side, you know, I got my Necromancer level 20, so that's cool. We got the Druid set up. I got the card set up. I'm liking what I'm doing. He's kind of silly. He's kind of ridiculous. He needs enemies, though. For him to move around the map with his slash attack, he needs enemies to be there so he can magnetize them. Kind of like this Flurry Rug. The Flurry Rug has all kinds of things. Not only do I have the magnetization of Flurry, I also have the Shadow Step, which is this, and you can just teleport to an enemy that you can see. It's very similar to teleport, to where you can go through stuff kind of with it, while Flurry cannot. Literally no go through walls or doors. Shadow Step can't go through doors, but it can go through walls. It's very weird. It's very selective. Teleport a little bit more aggressive on that point. Also, teleport doesn't need a destination solution. You can just shoot it into a room and you'll arrive. While Shadow Step needs an enemy. It needs an enemy to be there. But it's not slowing me down any, because we're also running dash, where basically we have all the mobility. See that dash? See that? Bam! Zip, zap, zoom. So, when it comes to mobility, the rogue is off the wall. It's like Nick Cannon. It's wilding out. It's wilding out right now. Everyone's pregnant and no one knows why. But the rogue does. The rogue knows why. The rogue doesn't want to be like a suspicious blind teen mocking you in the morning with its mystery and intrigue. The rogue is very direct. Who's here? Friends of the friendless, I see. I am happy though that this festival, the lunar something cycle explosion, manifest destiny, lunar destiny, whatever they call it, Sailor Moon marathon. I am glad that it ended the racist separatism between the red and the green ghosts. They come together for the lunar season. It's nice to see them working together finally. Although I haven't seen the red ghost cast the lightning magic on the green ghost. They haven't gone there. They don't get the green ghost buffs. No, I mean the green ghosts don't get the red ghost buffs. I haven't seen that yet. I guess that'd be the next thing, the next step. What do you get when you mix
You deserve this. Never seen
red
anyone
and
fight like you.
green? Is that like a brown or an orange? Right? I think an orange would be more like a red and yellow, right? Now I'm trying to think of what would happen if the ghosts got together and made a new ghost. Would it be a different ghost color altogether? My dad has a weird thing when it comes to like storytelling, the things that happen to him. Because for some reason he always likes to show you it as if, like, by you seeing it, somehow it's gonna change the validity of the story. Like, all the time, he's always like, no, come over here, look. No, come over here, look. And he's just showing me things. Just constantly showing me things. And I'm like, I believe you. This isn't like a crime or a crime scene. You don't need to provide evidence. This isn't like a big deal. Oh, I believe that the beef cooked off a lot and left a lot of liquid. You don't have to pull it out and show it to me. I believe you. Every single time I say that, he just goes, no, look. It's super important for him to show it to me for some reason. I have no idea why. Same thing with the banana. Didn't have to keep it. Kept it. Showed it to me. Very confusing. It is what it is, you know? We love him. But he has a story to tell you, and he's gotta keep a piece of it to show it to you, because it's history in the making. That's his character, I guess. I don't know, if it was me, I would have thrown the mystery Blanta. Sorry. What did I call it? Blantlanta? I had a good name for it, and I forgot it immediately. Blanta. Maliki. Aaron. D Nice. Plantine. Blantine. That's what it was, wasn't it? Blantine. Good times with the Blantine. No, don't you get away from me. Here we go. Now we're cooking something. No. Denied. If they are giant plantains. Honestly, I'd be upset. Because instead of solving world hunger or fixing the trickle-down economy to where it's shaped like a pyramid and not a spire, we've instead managed to make giant plantains that are bigger than bananas.
Strike it.
And I feel like we're heading the wrong direction still.
As the strong shall endure the chaos to come, the weak shall be devoured.
Dang geometry. There it is, 279. 279. Food Lion. Engage. Is there more than one season of Street Shark? Because I saw Street Shark was on Amazon Prime. And I might go through it. By the way, does anyone remember the name of that one cartoon where it was like these special forces dinosaurs? They're like dinosaurs with guns. I don't remember anything about it except for like the beginning of the theme song. It was like dinosaurs, boom, 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 shika wah wah. And that's the only thing I remember. And I have no idea what the show was called. But if there was only one season of Street Sharks, I'm gonna be super disappointed because I feel like it was a bigger part of my childhood that it deserved. Did it not do well enough? You had sharks that could swim through the street like it was water, and they fought crime. Sounded like a winning combination to me. I remember being into it, but for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the sharks or what was going on. I know it's where we got the word jawsome from. And now I'm disappointed that that didn't carry on more. That didn't catch on more with people. I think more things should be jawsome. Call me crazy. A raving lunatic talking about superposition Blantas. You know, we're just doing our best out here. Trying to find a middle ground. We've heard the problem with apples and oranges, but now... Also, why didn't the grapple catch on more? Wasn't it Red Neil who did an experiment to make his own grape apples? I forget, I'm all over the place these days. And it was like an apple. It tastes like a grape. And it's just like a chemical induction to the apple to make it taste like a grape. It's like... why wouldn't that have worked? But at the same time, it's such a weird thing. It's like, what's next? Lemons that taste like oranges? Limes that taste like grapefruit? A lot of weird things are happening with the fruit community. Things have really changed. If these Balantas turn out to be real, what's next? I've heard of yellow watermelons, but I've never seen them. Do they taste like regular watermelons? Or are they some sort of weird yellow watermelon separatist flavor? And is that why we never see it represented in candy? Get off me. I'm a motorist. Go around here. I'll just walk our way around. Get off me. Dang you tiny pillars. Tiny debris on the floor. No, I really dislike ghost enemies in Diablo 4 because they constantly spawn behind you after they spawn in front of you. They spawn in front of you, then a lot of them teleport behind you. You're always getting pincer maneuver. They're like the ultimate soldier. Every single attack is a pincer maneuver, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're always working back and forth. There's always a zig. You always have to go zigzag with these guys. It's like, listen, I don't mind that you're ethereal, yet somehow I can still stab you because that's how good I am. I can walk around that. I can work past that. I can accept it. You know, I'd rather have the ability to destroy evil ghosts with my weapons than have to have like a special Witcher weapon that's made just for ghosts. You know? But at the same time, God, they just keep on teleporting. It's like, pick a direction, man. Why am I your enemy, by the way? Imagine being so full of regret that you still hang out with your ghost boys and you attack the living whenever they show up. Like, what are you guarding? What is this? What is so important that you can't leave us alone? Move on. You're a ghost, it's over. You can relax now. No, they got it. They already died in a war, now they need to die a second time. The ghost needs to die and become the ghost of a ghost. Is that thunder? Today's been a couple of magical days. Oh no, I think it's the trash getting picked up. Alright, here's the door. No one in there. Alright, well, we're doing well. Honestly, this dash makes you wish all the units had a dash like that. Oh! I thought that was a hallway. I don't know how I feel about these Resident Evil boxes. Like, you need 2 mechanical boxes. For all I know, they're music boxes to open a door. Was Umbrella behind the Primevals too? Did they unleash them? What if all evil corporations in all video games are the same evil corporation, they just have a different name in every universe? You know what I mean? What if Acer, Shinra, Umbrella, Abstergo, what if they all have the same like origin story, but like there's this one choice where it diverges? Because now I think about it, was it in Doom the UAC? Do they keep that in the new Dooms? I can't remember. I played the Doom 2016, but I can't remember if it was still the UAC. I don't remember if the UAC was even in like Doom 1 and 2. I know it was in Doom 3. But I don't know if they brought that world-building flavor back. Can't remember. It feels like they did. They called the company something. Someone's gotta open a portal to hell and start shooting things. Might as well be the UAC. I wonder if that's where Blanteens come from. Is it hell? Is that why I can't seem to escape them? Every day, the greenness of the Blanteens taunts me, and I must stare into them and question them. Maybe it's particle physics, you know what I mean? Maybe they're plantains when we're not observing them, but then as soon as we look at them, they look like bananas. That quantum physics. This thing about plantains. When you're looking at them, they behave like a particle. When you're not looking at them, they behave like a wave. It's crazy. And I don't know what to do with them, man. I don't know what to do with them. What if God is real, and he's the dreamer, and we're all just dreams? That would mean that the Blantine is his fault, and we can relax a little bit, which I'd be fine with at this point. Get off me! Get off me! Dang ice shards! Can't you see I'm here to slay demons so I can figure out if the Blantine's real or not? Or just a figment of my imagination? $200,000 damage right in your face. Met a Blantine today. It talked to me like it knew me. And now for some reason, its lack of banana smell is making me crave that chicken and blue cheese.
They've been feeding on
Is this what Primarch Vulcan wanted for
my
us?
soul. Please, take it back from them. Let it end.
Don't all y'all spawn at once. I might dash around the screen uncontrollably. Yeah, I am controlling it. I have to turn it. You get kind of used to it. I wish Jessica could move this fast. I mean, she doesn't need to. I wish I could control it just a little bit better, because then I could easily take on Decima when it comes to the XP farming. Like Standard could be putting out the real XP, showing us the real Crocodile Dundee. Proper way to use a real knife. Great, he summoned Blood Ghost, cause he's cool. Oh, we got a couple of the rare daggers. Are any of them better than the one I have? Even though, like, the one I have rolled very well. 6.8, that's almost perfect. Only thing better is if I can find those percentages, like that 10% and that 50%, those are both max. Those are both perfect as well. And even the maximum life was perfect. Like, all I need now is the exact same thing, but with Weapon Mastery 2 instead of 1. Not that that is super necessary. It's not. The knife's doing the job, honestly. How far away again? 13.5 million we were from leveling up. And we leveled up already. But I gotta remember that 13.5 million when we do the final calculation. The final arithmetics. Shouldn't be, it's not that big a deal. Where are we? Zenith. Is this the one we have to find the crystals and put them in the device?
You there! Please! Help us!
You know what? Let's do them both at the same time. Why not? Why not? No one's perfect. I do this one, I come over here, I kill these guys, I help them out, I come over here, I kill these guys. No big deal. We're putting the juice on the chain wax, as they say. These Inwas don't know, man. Only Inwa that I know that's down to keep the streets open. I've been doing this for 75 plus days. Inwals want to fight me. Fight these tears. Fight these tears, Inwals. Leave Morrowind alone.
Take this, my friend. It's
Thank
not
you.
much, but
I appreciate you all. Thank you for surviving. Who are you? Alright, both those quests done. It's about 400,000 XP out of world events right there. Yeah. Big fat science, is that what you guys got? Huh? And then when things are calm, it just... It gets all quiet, she just walks, la 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 la. Stand your shame, stand your shame. Gonna find some standards and point at them. I got the title Murmuring Maniac, making me the victor as I stand next to them and point at them. I don't find many standards anymore. Usually when I find a stand-in now, it's like someone who's just like in a corner in their inventory, and they see me run up to them, and literally in a few seconds they automatically start moving and running away. It's been a long time since I actually stood next to a stander and just pointed at them over and over again until someone noticed. All the times I did it, it's only happened twice where someone else actually stopped and noticed. Like one person stopped, actually typed in the chat that they laughed at it, and they kept on going as I stood there. Another person showed up and laughed at it, but then was like, "This is actually my friend, and he's in the bathroom right now." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Then you'll vouch for him then," and I left. The rest of the time, I would wait for them to come back. They'd come back, see me. Only a couple times they actually like stop and stare at me, and then leave. Most of the time, they would just leave immediately. Good times, good times. But now, yeah, I rarely run into standers now, like legit ones. Yeah, it's good times, good times. Kind of reminds me of the one time me and my friends won a Halo Wars match right at the beginning. And one of the guys messaged me claiming it was because of my gamer tag. I was still Ewok Templar at the time. I think it was me, Kevin, and Devin. But like the match literally just started, and one by one, all three of them quit. And one of them messaged me like, "Because of your gamer tag, we give this victory to you." And they just left. And I was like, "Oh, nice." This was Halo Wars 1, so it was at that time of when Assassin's Creed was more popular and still like one of the big games that was out that you would play. And Star Wars was Star Wars. This is before the whole Rey series and they fly now. And Luke's not going to be Luke, he's going to be Jeff. It's going to be Jake Skywalker, not Luke. It was a different time back then. Did you know they actually explained in like the books to why the Ewoks actually, like, their log traps were decent against the Empire? Because they are fighting this giant creature. I forgot what it was called, but like naturally on their planet, there's like this giant monster basically. It's like a bear demon. It literally looks just like them, except it's massive and has horns. I forgot what it's called, but like that's the reason their villages are also up in the trees, to make it high so they can't reach them. And apparently all those traps they had were already there, set up to fight this thing. That's why it didn't take them long, and I feel like it was a lot. It was a lot to set up because like it's a separate book altogether, and I don't know if that was written first or the movie, because like it feels like an afterthought when they went, yeah, how did teddy bears beat all these advanced Empire stuff? I mean, to be fair though, the walkers, like, I bet the same thing would happen if they're fighting Trandoshans, you know, because Trandoshans were like the last group of people that still used like solid ammunition, like our ammunition style. And if you look at the AT-ETs, the chicken walkers, their armor's not like thick. If anything, it's just like blaster and laser proof, right? So it wouldn't be like designed to take on anti-armor missiles or maybe even a giant tree falling on it. I know this might all be reaches, to be honest, if I'm honest with myself, but at the same time It's still possible. That's still in the maybe pile. Listen. It happened, it was strange. It was just because back in high school, my best friend, his gamer tags were always wolf something, right? And we had like this animal thing going on with a couple of our other friends. And I was like, alright, I gotta pick a beast. I gotta pick an animal. That's what landed me on Ewok, just because like I would do the Ewok hunts over and over again on Battlefront 2. I remember I would set it up to like be the longest hunts ever. I remember one time I played it for like an hour, just killing stormtroopers with spears and rocks. And before then, you know, I didn't really have a gamer tag. I had like these names I would just cycle through. Like, I think my first like official gamer tag before Xbox Live was a thing, I went by Onslaught. And eventually, is because of that, because I was put in this position, I was like, hey, make it animal themed or beast themed. I was like, you know what, I'll be an Ewok. And I was like, yeah, Ewok. And just sort of caught on, it just sort of stuck. Years ago. Then once Xbox Live came around, I became Ewok Baltung, because there were a lot of Ewoks out there. And Baltung at the time was my favorite Korn song. But then after receiving, like, around the third time I received a message, because, you know, I play Call of Duty and Halo, so if you rip someone's butt open with the sniper rifle, they gotta message you. I was never God tier, but I could put in work back in the day. I think I told you I was actually friends, just like acquaintances. We were on each other's friend list because of Halo 3, that I was actually this guy who was an MLG player. And I was one of the few people he would play against who would actually still go positive. Like, this was a guy who was like level 50 in like team deathmatch and snipers. And the highest I got was level 47 in team snipers. But I was actually one of the few people he would fight against with his friends that would actually go positive. And even his friends would comment on it, like, damn, you got something. I mean, it was a crazy heady time. We're talking going to the maps on Forge mode and learning that the sniper's on a 3-minute cooldown and the rocket is on a 3-minute cooldown, shotgun's on a 2-minute cooldown, and then you can time it out, because then you know the minimums and maximums, and you know that if you have a sniper and the enemy has a sniper and the max on this level is 3 or 2, you know that either one is on a spawning cycle or one's not. If both of you are holding the sniper, that means one of you has to use up all the ammo before the other one. It could be ready to spawn right now, it just has to get used up. And there were some guys, it was ridiculous. I remember fighting against guys to where if they killed you and your teammate in this spot, they knew where you were spawning. Like, that's how engrossed they became with the strat, the Halo strat. And honestly, that's like one of the last steps I didn't do before I could even like probably actually be a competitive player. Because I never actually stopped to be like, I'm not, I just wasn't active enough. If me and Rick had thought about it at the time, I'm sure we would have. We'd be sitting on there on custom games, just killing each other over and over again while standing in different spots to see where we spawn next. But we never made it to that level. We were right before that, where we were timing when plasma grenades and frag grenades would spawn and when snipers, shotguns, and rockets would spawn. But we did not get it for all the maps. There was another one. There was another one. I think it was on an MLG team. I think his name was Blue Starburst, but he never has mic in. He was pretty good. He could catch up, but me, Rick, and Jeff had beat him sometimes. The other times, yeah, he would sneak up. Like he would get in like a go on a roll basically. I mean, he would start streaking. You had to knock him out of that streak, otherwise once he started his flow going, yeah, it'd be hard to beat him. But yeah, we just don't know, man. I don't know if those are plantains or really large plantains or they're bananas. It's all full circle, man. It's all full circle. That's life, though. Comes at you fast.
You're there. Please.
Faster than a plantain ripening into a banana.
They're here! You ready?
The only way out of this is to fight.
Oh my goodness. Where does the time go? Hold on, when my earbuds fell out. You guys figure it out without me for a second. Alright, I'm back. Full power. Full broadside.
We're going to make it.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Excuse me, sorry. I've had a very, very weird morning. Alright. I had spicy ramen for breakfast. I don't know why, I was just craving it. A little bit of ramen, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of sriracha. But I'm already on my 4th diet soda. So I'm like, I'm full of the spice and I'm full of the carbonation. It's making... It's quite the potty. It's quite the potty over here right now. I feel fine, but I know I'm kind of gassy. I'm generating. I'm changing my environment with my burps. And I apologize. Things just got a little out of control this morning. I needed the caffeine. I wanted to be correct. Because, oh, the thing I was talking about, I trailed off. I completely trailed off of it. Of how it was a weird morning. Because I went to bed early. But I woke up at like 3 in the morning. Like, it was like 10 o'clock. Somehow I miraculously just went straight to bed. And I got good sleep. Because I had weird dreams. I think I was doing inventory for a hotel. And I've never worked at a hotel. And it was like things that you wouldn't normally, like, you would even think of. Like, it was like soaps, which makes sense, but then it was also doorknobs. I was like, what the, whatever. But I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I just couldn't go back to sleep. I just sort of laid in bed for like an hour or two. Then around 4:30 or 5, I just sort of got on my phone until about 6:30. And that's when I got up and started doing stuff. And I decided, you know what? I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel it. So I started caffeinating immediately. I don't want to even question it. I don't even want to debate whether or not I'm going to feel anything this morning. I want to get started. I want to get some grinding done. I want to slam jam some thank you ma'ams into Salmon Town. Nice. I think we're doing pretty well. I can actually start to see the blue bar down there. Hello? Aha, single demon. I think there was 2 goblins standing together really close right there. Oh, let me go. Let me go, pillars. Oh, I forgot. I finally remembered, or I found. I didn't remember. I found it. I ran into it. That one God Forbid song I was always talking about, but I could not remember the name of it. But it was like, it was on 1 or 2 of our like mix CDs for Halo LAN parties. It was Chains of Humanity. I don't know. It's one of those things where you just have to tell someone even if they didn't ask. You just like, I remembered. I finally remembered. I found it. I didn't remember it. I found it, then I remembered. I was like, yeah, there it is.
Take it back from... Let it in.
Yeah. If I was making the mix 80, it would always have that one. Code in Cambria, Welcome Home. Flyleaf. What was it? So Sick, I think was the name of that song. And then Mushroom Head's 1200 was a go back to for me for some reason.
Such power.
Dang. These pillars. I'm about to write my own song. But instead of calling it Chains of Humanity, I'm gonna call it These Pillars in Front of Me. I sort of like magnetize to them sometimes. You see that? I just get stuck on the corner of the pillar. It's never like right in the middle of the pillar. It's always like on the edge of it, trying to go around it. And I just go, yeah, please. I just want to slice up some demons. I just want to make a julienne salad of the spiciest meat. I'm just trying to make a meat lover's pizza over here. Out of some... Honestly, looking at demons, they probably taste like buffalo chicken, let's be honest. It's not bad, it's not great. But at the same time, it's free real estate. Blessed be the hounds. It's okay. We got him. We got him in the end. Ooh, the key. That's not what I want. Why would I want those blue things?
But
I'm covered in nightmarish legendaries and unique legendaries. You're gonna think I want to. Oh yeah, I need this. I need this rusty wand and this lingering sword.
I must release them. This holy place leaks. Of seawater and rot. I'm going to drown in it.
When they're supposed to add an
There's no
item,
escape.
what's it called, filter? I don't think they've added it yet. Still,
Hard to think when the ringing of those damn bells.
I think once you make it to
fills my
like
head.
torment level 1, only legendaries will appear on the ground and like other consumables like gems and stuff. But they never added like the editable list. And I would love that because I would love to turn off all the white and blue items, maybe even the gold items at this point, honestly. Ah! I didn't realize we already made it to the end. That hour went by fast. How good did we good? How good did we good? Sorry. That's my English my brain chose. How good did we good? How pro did we beast? How MLG were we? Not that great. We got to 10 plus the 1 for the Forgotten Wisdom. So technically a total of 11. I don't think I did any repeats. I didn't pick up any new keys this run. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, right there at the end. Alright, 17.7 plus 13.5. I'll round that up to where 14 plus 17. Quick math. 27, right? And 31 million. Dang it, we still didn't beat the 32 million. How's that even possible? We were going so fast. To think if I had just gotten one more dungeon done, we would have beaten it. How did I beat it with 37 million? How did I end up getting more doing random ones? Am I doing that right? 13 million plus 17. Well, if we round that up, right, 3 plus 7, that's 20, 30 plus a half. Yeah, it's only 31 million. How did I? What? I didn't beat. So confused. One of these dungeons must have taken me longer than I anticipated. Should have hit it harder and faster. If I had just gotten one more done, we probably would have beaten it, because that one more would have been there, would have been worth at least 2 million. If not beat it, at least match it. We have at least matched it. Actually, no, because that would only be 33 million. My record was like 37 million. No, my Lanta. Way off. Way off. I don't know how I did that. I guess I just got bad luck with these dungeons, man. Didn't go through them as fast, especially these where you have to go in circles over and over again. Well, all we can do is keep on trying. Also, that might have been during the last season of the Goblin, when we had an even bigger... Actually, no, it's not called that. Not the season of the Goblin. What was it called? It's the Mother's Blessing. That's what it is. The Mother's Blessing event. That's probably what it was. Honestly, without the Mother's Blessing, it'd be very hard to beat that 37 million record, especially if I did it. I'm pretty sure I did it during the Mother's Blessing, which is like another... I think it's 100% bonus, like on top of the regular bonus all the time. Hold on, we need to go through all this nonsense at some point, but we don't need to do it now. Alright, we'll just leave this here though. I'm gonna go clean this up and then I'll probably start immediately running Decima again to get those 50 million XPs an hour. Which is totally possible with her. I do it all the time. It's pretty amazing. Thank you all. I'm sure I'll beat it again at some point. Maybe not like this. Even with the... Because even like outside of Nightmare Dungeons, oddly enough, just to talk about it, I swear when I do my regular runs, we do these 3. Then we come up here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And sometimes 12. When I do those, I'm doing at least 33 million. Now somehow I just did it right. It's probably because I was talking. I was probably distracted. Probably wasn't going as fast as I could have been. But I felt like I was going pretty fast. Because now we only managed to get 10 keys done. Plus the Forgotten Wisdom. That's only 11. So it's literally one short than when I do a non-Nightmare Dungeon key run. When I'm just doing a regular dungeon run. But I usually do a Forgotten Wisdom before I do that, so I have the XP bonus the entire time. Which, I think it's like only 10%, then plus the Elixir and the... what's it called? The Incense, that's another 5% each, another 10%, so it's only 20%. If you can maintain it the whole time. Because, you know, the Elixir and the Potion only last 30 minutes, so it's like, it helps you keep a timer on things, but... I'm gonna leave this one here. I am fully confident that... yeah, it only went up to 440 million. So, I'm fully confident I'll be back in another 2 days or a day and a half. Again. To level up again. But, so maybe Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday we'll come back and try this again. I don't know. I'm trying to save the werewolf build for the weekend, but maybe we'll do 2 werewolf build ones. Because I also want to unlock some more glyphs to buff him up. But he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I think the rogue is better because she can bounce around the map without enemies having to be there. But the distance in which the werewolf can engage is further. Like the flurry, as you saw, the flurry can only go so far, but the werewolf's, I forgot what it's called. It's like slash attack. Its range is so much further. Like you can target something off screen and sort of jump to them. So it might work out in certain situations better. But maybe I'll bring it back. I might do it Wednesday and Saturday at some point. But we're going to leave this one right here for now. Thank you all. Ewok Templar. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, keep on posting. We'll see you in the next one. Y'all take it easy.